What's up everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Okay, so today I thought it'd be fun to do another sit down video that I haven't done in a while because I've just been showing you some of my routines and stuff. So that I would change it up today and do something a little bit different. The other day, meaning who knows when, because at this point I'm not keeping track of any sort of timeline, but I was just kind of thinking back through my dance journey. It's been almost 4 years since I started dancing, which is crazy to me. It doesn't feel like that long. So I was just kind of thinking back and thinking about what I wish I would have done differently, or what I wish I would have known, or, you know, you always kind of, hindsight's 2020. 2020 is a trigger word. So I was kind of thinking back on that, and I wanted to do this video. Anybody who's, thinking about starting dance late, and kind of what I wish I would have known to help you guys and give you guys some tips. So yeah, let's just jump right in. Why am I still talking? The first thing I wish I would have known, which is actually something I've talked about before, I think it's in my Monsters dance video, is that dance is as much of a mental game as it is a physical game. I always saw dance as being just like physical, you gotta, be in shape, you have to be able to move well, but it's just as much here also, which is not something I realized for a really long time. It's something that I wish I would have known, so I could have prepared myself a little bit better. It's easy to beat yourself up over stuff that you're not getting and get frustrated and get really down. It's a process, so things are, they take time. It's a little bit slow. So dance is very mental, and you have to have a strong mind in order to dance. So that's something I wish I would have known a little bit sooner. But yeah, so that's the first thing I wish I would have known, which is dance is just as mental as it is physical. The second thing that I wish I would have known, or more, not like I wish I would have known, more like I wish I would have done, is not be so self-conscious of being the oldest at everything that I went to. My class that I took, I was the oldest. Every drop-in I went to, I was the oldest. My convention I went to, I was the oldest. I was the oldest in everything I went to, but there are certain things I didn't do or was too scared to do because I was scared that I was going to be the oldest one there and people were going to look at me funny and people were going to be weirded out. Why is this 16-year-old girl here with these 10-year-olds? You know what I mean? There's just things I didn't do that I wish I would have done, because honestly, who cares what people think? I know that's easy to say and hard to do, but that's something I've had to come to realize. I don't really care if people think she's so old, why is she here? I'm doing my thing, I'm following what I want to do, I'm gonna reach my goals, and that's what everybody's really there for anyway. Everybody's trying to reach their goals, everybody's trying to do their thing. No one's really truly paying attention to you, and if they are, then whatever, you just kind of... So yeah, I wish I wouldn't have been so self-conscious about that. I'm not as much anymore. There's more things I'm willing to do, but it's definitely still a struggle, and that's definitely a struggle that will happen if you start dance late. But, you do you, boo. You do you. Oh, I hated that. Ugh. The third thing I wish I would have known would be to stretch every single day. This one's funny to me because this is something that I kind of knew, and this is also something I heard a lot. But in my mind, I was like, I do hip hop, I don't do contemporary, I don't do ballet, I don't need to stretch every day because I don't need to do the splits. What I did not know is stretching helps mobility and strength and just overall muscle movement. In order to dance, you have to have a certain level of flexibility in any style you do. It just makes your moves look better because it increases the mobility in your joints and everything. I wish I would have done that earlier on because I would have been more flexible than I am now, since I didn't start stretching every day until really not that long ago. Okay, the fourth thing I wish I would have done in the beginning of my dance journey would be to try different styles. I was very set on I do hip hop, I do freestyle, this is what I do. Part of me is grateful that I spent a lot of time honing in on one. I wouldn't necessarily suggest do everything, because then you're just kind of have a few skills in a bunch of different areas and don't have one particular lane that you're in. But with my focus on my genre of hip-hop, I wish I would have also branched out a little bit more than I did, just to get a little bit more of a background. Ballet, that's fundamental to anything. I wish I would have taken a little bit more time to learn that, and found a few classes here and there that I could have taken, either online or in person, to kind of hone in on that fundamental, because that is your dance fundamental. you kind of just have to have it, and it's helpful for anything that you do. But I wish I would have just dabbled in a couple other things, like taking some contemporary classes, taking some jazz classes, because I think it would have helped my overall like lane of hip hop. Like having those different styles also helps your one main style. So I would definitely wish I would have done that sooner. I started to do that now and dabble and take different classes, but you know, it's a lot. And so those are like 3 years that I could have had, like kind of trying different things and getting better at different things while also staying in my one lane. So that's something I definitely wish I would have done. That's something I would recommend to you, especially if you're starting late. You have a bit of like catching up to do, like quote unquote dabble. You know, see what's hip hop like, what is jazz funk like, what's tap like, really anything, and just kind of dabble, just see, you know. It'll help your overall dancing, for sure. Okay, that's enough on that one. The fifth thing I wish I would have done differently was when I took classes, I wish I would have asked more questions. I'm kind of introverted and so I didn't take the time to ask a lot of questions of my teachers because I was scared. But I would highly recommend doing that. Like if you've started dance late, you know, you gotta absorb as much information as possible, which I think I just kind of slipped into another one. That's okay. When you're starting dance late, you want to know as much as you can. So highly recommend going to your teachers, asking them, hey, why is this way? How do I do this better? Like, how does this look? And I wish I would have taken advantage of that more instead of just going to class, learning, and then leaving, but going to class, learning, and then asking a couple questions to expand my overall knowledge of dance. The sixth one kind of coincides with not being self-conscious about my age, or about your age. It's to go to more events, because honestly, the older you get, the harder it is, because it's the older you are, right? Duh. So I wish I would have gone to more things. Granted, I did have a bit of a financial situation that didn't allow me to go to as much as I would have wanted to, but there was also like me holding myself back because I was scared I wasn't going to be good enough, or I was going to be too old, or like I was just going to look stupid or whatever, and I was too scared. I have a lot of anxiety when it comes to going stuff and putting myself out there and like doing things. So I wish I would have gone to more events these past couple of years. Like I've only been to one convention, and I was like, oh, like I'm gonna be too old to be like with the intermediate kids, like I don't want to do that, but I wish I would have. Alright guys, the seventh thing I wish I would have known, which I kind of hinted at a little bit earlier, was to absorb information like a sponge. Because you started late, or whatever, I started late, all information is crucial. Really anything that gets thrown your way, just like suck it all up, like literally. Every time I go to a drop-in class, anything that gets said, I'm like, got it. Just absorb it all, because while you're there, you know, learn everything you can, absorb it all, and that's how you'll get better, if you just pay attention. Number 8 is to do fitness and technique daily. This is also like stretching daily. What I've learned in these past couple of years is really how important fitness and technique is to any style of dance that you're doing. Once again, just to become more versatile, to become better and grow. I wish I would have done this, and I wish I would have known this years ago. I think it would have helped me out a lot more now. But yeah, that's just something that I would always recommend doing, and something I wish I would have known back when I first started. The 9th thing I wish I would have known would be to enjoy the process and not spend so much time in the future. This is something I have a hard time doing with anything that I do. Sometimes it's really hard to not be like, I just want to get here. I just want to get here. I just want to do this. I just want to be this good. And it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of practice, and it takes a lot of discipline. But honestly, it's all part of the process. So those days when you just can't get the choreography, or you're just not feeling like doing anything, you have no passion, you have no inspiration, those days where you're just super down on yourself, that's all part of the process. That's all part of you getting to the dancer that you want to be. So honestly, just enjoy the process. Try not to stay too much in the future, and just try to enjoy it all. One day it's going to be over, and that time is going to be gone, that time is going to have passed. You're going to be like, dang, I wish it would have been more present. So just be present. Be there, be in the moment, and enjoy it. And then finally, number 10, which I feel like is somewhat obvious, but a lot harder than you think, is to just relax. Relax, have fun, just enjoy everything that you go through. I tend to be a little bit uptight when I go to classes or when I go and learn because I want to learn, I want to soak up everything, I want to, you know, be good. But just relax. Like, let your body do the thing, you know, groove it out, and it's just more fun that way. If you just relax, have fun with it, always remember why you started dancing in the first place. I wish I would have relaxed a little bit more in the beginning, as much as like I loved my like determination and stuff. Keep that, always keep that, but I wish I just would have been a little bit more relaxed and had just a little bit more like fun with it, you know what I mean? So that is 10 things I wish I knew before I started dancing at 16. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful for you. Sometimes it's good to just sit down and reflect and think about the things you wish you would have done in the beginning in order to become a better dancer in the future, because now you can implement those things into your life, because it's never too late. It's never too late. Always keep going, always keep moving. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications, all of that. There's a new video every Wednesday at noon, so I will see you next Wednesday. Thank you for watching. Goodbye!